So Lords of the Fallen just released a new update as of this Sunday, today, October 22nd. They just released another like update right before this too. Like this one right here, 2 days ago. And then they're already releasing this new one right here. So we're gonna go over it now. Patch v.1.1.224, new game plus vestiges plus enemy density, crossplay progression loss. Okay, so I was complaining a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I was complaining on Twitter about how I don't enjoy the new game plus vestige idea. Like, I think that was the worst implementation, new implementation of for like a Souls-like of all time. Like, this is horrible. I hated how they got rid of the vestiges in new game plus. It just makes the game feel like a chore. It's not fun. And I think a lot of times these developers that like to copy Souls-like genre, they sometimes get a little ahead of themselves and forget that at the end of the day it's still a game, and they just kind of make things hard just for the sake of being hard because it's a Souls-like, and they gotta get it through their heads like, yeah, it is a genre that's meant to be hardcore, but at the same time, just how this Dark Souls does it, even though it's hard, it's fun. Nothing in Dark Souls really felt like a chore. But an example like this, it just feels like something that is difficult just for the sake of being difficult, and it just feels like a chore, and it's really boring, and it's just not fun. So hopefully they actually address the issue, and it looks like they changed it. Let's get into it. Greetings, lab bearers. Thank you for everyone who attended last week's Q&A event. I was not invited and provided feedback during both the stream and afterwards. What stream, bro? Whatever. I'm just a nobody, bro. We continue to be humbled by the countless encouraging words and constructive feedback you've shared. In response to this, we have a few important announcements to make as a part of today's patch notes. Community feedback. Vestiges and New Game Plus. Well, we hear you. We decided to roll out fundamental changes. Let me just make sure my screen is capturing. Yeah, that should be good. We've decided to roll out some fundamental changes to ensure everyone continues to enjoy the New Game Plus experience, including both those who have relished it tastes really good if you guys haven't tried it. And no vestige challenge, and those who would rather we're still presenting throughout the world. Present throughout the world. From today's patch onward, now, when you complete your initial playthrough, you will be presented with a new game option before embarking on your next playthrough. You can either progress directly to the next New Game Plus. Example, if you just completed New Game Plus 1, you move on to New Game Plus 2. Or you can replay the current new game at the same difficulty, albeit retaining your character, items, and progression, but retaining the entire world, including NPCs and questline. So essentially, a New Game Plus, which doesn't do anything. You just do everything over again. I don't like that. You essentially just doing the exact same thing all over again at the same difficulty with your overpowered at your same level. So you're going to be overpowered for New Game Plus, which is not a problem. I think players in Souls like deserve to be overpowered in New Game Plus after getting their shit kicked in all the time. But still, you should also they should also make like the enemies stronger, like in a normal New Game Plus. So this mainly is just for people who want to get stuff they missed. That's it. That's it. Let's say you didn't finish an NPC quest line, and you didn't realize like, oh, they gave you this item. Okay, well now I could have a chance to redo it without having to technically go into New Game Plus mode. And you can still get different items, but yeah, I wish at least they could make the enemies stronger so that you can gain souls quicker and level up quicker. It's just gonna. I just don't like that. They should have just made it like your standard New Game Plus mode. Do everything they just said, but enemies drop more vigor and they're more tough and they do more damage. So allow trophy hunters and coolians to seek out any exciting tasks without having to contend with increased difficulty should they choose so. But that's the whole point of New Game Plus, though. A further patch is coming Thursday. So in a couple of days, we'll see further updates to New Game Plus mode. Instead of removing all the vestiges, as it does currently, New Game Plus 1 will see a few disappear. That's still not good. While keeping the key locations intact. In New Game Plus 2, a few more will disappear. Then in New Game Plus 3, all but the main Skyrest Bridge and Endear Shrine will disappear. Basically what it is right now in New Game Plus. This way, our initial vision remains intact, but is more of a gradual adaptation awaiting those who seek increasing levels of challenge. Again, what I said before, it's just going to be a chore, man. I don't want to keep running everywhere. Like, games, like, this isn't really an open world game, but it pretty much feels like open world like. The game is big, and it's so boring having to run everywhere. Like, again, not fun. And it feels like you're doing chores. It's like you're doing dailies in like a gacha game, man. It's not fun. And again, I already said this, but this is what these Souls-like developers need to get through their heads: is that you can make a game hard, but at the same time, it has to be rewarding and fun because it's still a game. You want us to keep playing this. You want us to keep playing the game and not dropping it. Something like this is gonna get people to drop the game. Like, it's just not fun, man. Lastly, as a follow-up to the popular announcement made during last week's stream, we can confirm we've started designing the New Game Plus modifier system, allowing players to fully customize the New Game Plus experience. That sounds freaking dope. Whether that's retaining all messages, keeping just a few, or removing them completely. It would also include other fun modifiers like hardcore mode, permadeath, basically, random randomizers, enemy. So basically, they're letting you install mods without having to install mods. It comes in the game, which is something that every Souls-like needs to do. Like, this is amazing. This is a 10 out of 10 feature right here. This feature is set to be released, is yet to be fully defined, but our current intentions is release the modifier systems before the end of the year. Don't get your hopes up though. This will come, but who knows if it'll be by the end of the year. It'll probably be next year, in my opinion. This year is almost over. I don't think this is enough time. Well, who knows? You never know. But this is definitely going to come, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, every Souls games needs to do this. Being able to create a new game mode that's customizable, and you get to, like, pick what you get to change. It just allows more replayability. People who are big fans of Soul games, which is the only people who are playing games like this anyway, only people who are hardcore Souls fan play games like this. So this is directly for them. People like me. It gives us new replayability, considering that we go to like New Game Plus 10, right? And then from there you've done it all. But with this, we're gonna add hundreds of more hours to replayability, which is insane. Like, this is a 10 out of 10 update. This is insane. I love this. And enemy density. Today, as a means of helping the enemy density, we're improving our leashing system, further limiting how far enemies will pursue players from their spawn point. Yeah, I thought they follow you pretty far, man. Like, those little dogs, like those fire dogs, they chase you forever. This helps prevent large crowds of enemies from relentlessly pursuing the player when rushing through a level. Yeah, especially in Umbral. Man, I felt like an NFL running back, bro, trying to get tackled. We aim to have further refinements this Thursday's patch, including reducing the number of enemies present in an area where most players struggle. Yeah, I do think there's a lot of enemies in this game. I think there's honestly too many enemies, which is not fun when you're pairing it up with the no messages in New Game Plus. Like, oh my god, that sucks. These enemies will be removed in your initial playthrough, but remaining in New Game Plus. Makes sense. New Game Plus should be harder, in keeping with the more challenging experience players are seeking. Additionally, we are going to tweak some crowd behavior, so enemies will not swarm players as often. Multiple enemies will no longer land hits at the same time, which is really good, while enemies will also have a little less aggressive when swarming the player in great numbers. Yeah, they would, like, swarm you, and, like, you try to dodge, but, like, they would stop you from moving, so you're, like, stuck in place, like, which defeats the purpose of the philosophy of the Souls-like games, right? Where it's, like, recognizing patterns and dodging and moving. If there's too many enemies, and they just swarm you, you can't do anything, you're stuck. And you have to trade blows, which means you're most likely dead. Crossplay. Crossplay kind of sucks. It takes too long to load. Sometimes you don't even find games. As we explained in the Q&A stream, we're targeting to deploy this ASAP for all platforms, but we want to ensure certain GPU stability levels for PC players before this happens. We are pleased to confirm that we're activating crossplay on consoles with this Monday. Okay, so basically tomorrow. with a plan to activate on all platforms this coming Thursday. Okay, so a little bit while for PC, but Xbox fanboys and PlayStation fanboys can now duke it out. PC players, Master Race, you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit longer, which is weird. Do you think PC would be their top priority? Performance and stability. The game runs a little choppy on my PC. I am playing it on the D drive. I'm not playing on my SSD, just because I don't have enough fucking space. It's pretty fine, but there are some choppiness sometimes, and some a little bit of frame drops and stuff. Nothing too crazy though. Like, the game is perfectly playable. Our constant efforts for improved GPU stability are paying off, and we see that right now. The numbers have been reduced drastically from launch to less than 1/3 of what they were by day one. Yet, still affecting 4% of our players each hour. We are diligently addressing the remaining 28% of crashes stemming from game code. I don't think my game has ever crashed yet. Also, while collaborating closely with NVIDIA, AMD, and Epic to resolve any outstanding issues reported by players through Sentry. We have a number of key improvements rolling out between today and Thursday. That will drive these numbers even lower. Progression loss. This hasn't happened to me, thank God. For those players who've lost a level progression, either through corrupted saves or due to co-op related issue in v.1.1.224, please know that we're working diligently on a solution for you. We're setting up a team you can send your save files, corrupted files to, which respond by providing your save with the required vigor to restore characters at that level before they were patched. Before the glitch. Those affected by the corrupt save file, please follow these steps below. Create a new character. Send your new character save, the name of the character, and the level you need restored to support at CityBoyZee.com. We'll send you back your save with enough vigor skulls to reach the same level. You'll need to restart your playthrough, but should be able to restore your hours quickly with the high level character. Makes sense. Those affected with the co-op save glitch on the... Please follow the steps below. Send your affected character save, name, character, and the level you need to restore to support at CI Games. We'll send you back your save with enough vigor skulls to reach the level. Your character saves are located at % user profile, % app data, local, Lords of the Fallen 2, saved, save games. And that's it. Those are all the patch notes. This seems like a really dope patch. I'm really surprised that it took them this quick to fix the vestige issue. Like, I thought that wasn't gonna be fixed till next year, man. This is great. This is dope. What sucks is I started a new friggin' playthrough literally this morning. I wish they let us know like a week prior that they were planning on changing this, because the only updates I get are through Steam. So I see there's a new update, I click, and I read the new update. They should have. Based on the patch, they didn't even give us a heads up, man. I would have not went through New Game Plus yet, but it's whatever. It's whatever. That's it. That's the video. That's the new update. Hit the follow button. I'll be doing more videos like this. Hopefully, I'll create some content on Lords of the Fallen as well. Lies of P as well, including Elden Ring when the new DLC drops, and any other Souls likes in the future. Peace out, guys.